I would love to see a Blood Mage. I think Blood Mage is more viable than people think. You know, I know it's kind of a trolly pick, but I think Blood Mage is really strong, actually. Yeah. I think it's good. I think he's really strong. Now, obviously, it's not meta, and obviously, I'm not a human player, but no, I think it is more viable than people think. I think Blood Mage is super strong. Like, Mana Siphon is, I think, one of the strongest skills in the game.
Apparently, I was muted the entire time when people just heard you. Oh, this keeps on happening to me, man. It's such a...
Professional caster.
Yeah, professional caster. Not even able to push a button. I'm such an idiot. Yeah, that's gonna be 3 minutes of chat going crazy. How stupid I am.
I see it now. You know, I'm thinking back like 3 minutes, our conversation.
Yep.
A lot of it is like me just saying like, yes, you're right, I agree. Everyone's gonna be like, what the hell is he saying?
Shit.
Oh, God.
I need a big red sign if I'm muted. Oh, well.
What the hell was that?
That was someone joining this chat channel, I think, on Discord. That
okay.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Got it, boys. Thank you.
Well, we don't see any trolley hero picks here. We do see Archmage versus Archmage, so this is going to be kind of standard, but different creep routes. And I'll tell you what, I have to favor Chaemiko's creep route. I don't understand why more people don't go for the Ogre first. I actually say this with Night Elf players too. Like, even people like Foggy will go for the green creep, which is like, I'm going to ping real quick. Foggy goes for this creep rather than this creep. With his AOW sometimes, and it really doesn't make sense. The orange is like right next to your base. It drops a ridiculously strong item. So I have to favor Chaemiko's creep route here. But Sock, I guess, has his own game plan. So he goes from the creep route straight into an expansion. Yeah. So this is going to be a super fast expansion creep here.
That's the upside of not going for the Ogre and the Tuska. To creep the expansion quicker. I'm not sure if he's actually trying to expand right away or if he just sends the peasants back. No, okay, he stays. Tier 1 expansion in Human Mirror. Like, this is another matchup that I just don't understand. When do you expand? When do you tag? What's the timings? What's the decision making? I have no clue.
There's essentially two different tech and or expansion timings. One is the opening, like straight at tier 1. And then the other is right at tier 2. And usually it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors match, like most of Warcraft is, in the sense that it's going to be on the player who doesn't expand to push that expansion at tier 2. So we see Chaemiko, he's going to go for a pretty quick level 3 right here. And as soon as he gets that level 3, I think he's going to push this expansion. Oh my. Try and delay the tech of Sock as much as possible, and then once Chaemiko adds those casters to his army, he's going to go for the win. And usually it's at that point that we see the game going one side or the other. So that level 2 water elemental gets summoned right on top of that tower, doing tons of damage. It's going to take down the upgraded tower, and all of these peasants are going to fall. Dude, this is going to be some massive economic losses for Sock.
There's also a Scroll of the Beast still, like, he could have popped it for even more damage, but it's enough already. I think even if he has to TP, it's already fine. This expansion was super expensive. Chaemiko about to lose a footman, but trades it 1 for 1. Now the Scroll of the Beast with the second Water Elemental in. Dude, this is so much damage. And a lightning shield. Okay.
Oh my god. The lightning shield coming out from Sock. My gosh, that lightning shield is doing tons and tons of damage. That was a weird lightning shield cast, actually.
Yeah. He hurt himself, didn't he?
Yeah, he hurt himself a lot there. That was not a good lightning shield cast. He's summoning some militia to try and support his water elementals here. Lots of, my goodness, there's just tons of damage coming out from both sides. But there's definitely Sock is on the losing end of this exchange here for sure.
Losing the tower, losing all the peasants, losing a couple of footmen. We have a tier 2 tech on the way for Chaemiko, so this was not the final blow, but he's preparing for it for sure. How are you supposed to hold with footmen versus casters?
You can't. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Usually what you'll do on maps where there's mercenaries, you'll hire all the mercenaries and the mercenaries will help you hold it. On maps where there's not mercenaries, if you take this many losses, it is such a hard hold. Like, I actually kind of expect to see a second tower going up just with one tower and not even a tech to be seen. He's actually producing another peasant right now. This is going to be a super hard defense for Sok.
Chaemiko could even expand now, but I guess that would take his lead away and give Sok more time to stabilize. So pushing is the way. Level 4 for Chaemiko also. Big advantage, like half a level, 60% of that level. And it's just more mana. Panda second to completely break this now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this Panda, this is a great pickup. The Panda's just going to destroy all of these peasants. Big Breath of Fire coming out, hitting all 6 or 7 of those peasants that are there.
It feels like Groundhog Day. We will see all these peasants dying again. Mana management is good. We have another Water Elemental summoned immediately. Also for Sok. Okay, this militia call delays his tech even more. Trying to go for the surround. Does work, but at what cost?
He's going to try and put at what cost? He's going to try and pass that hood. That, I was just going to say, I want to see that hood come into effect. That was a beautiful pass and a nice hide. All those peasants are going to be like, well, what do I attack now? And they're going to be running home, praying for their life. Oh my goodness. And we do see 2 Arcane Sanctums going up in the base of Chaemiko. And once those casters come out, this is going to get very one-sided very quickly.
I was about to say, like, it was a nice defense of this Panda push, but then he lost 4 peasants. Shop got cancelled. Tower hurt, very hurt. And yeah, priests are coming. The spell against water elementals. Archmage like licking his wounds a little. And then he's just coming back. There's a shop for Chaemiko. There's free healing now. There's free mana. Sok needs a miracle.
Yeah, this is, with those 2 priests, nothing is going to die. I would almost expect a sorceress to come out. Oh, he's even calling militia. Chaemiko's going all in here.
Here we go.
And you can go for a counter expansion in this situation, but I think Chaemiko is so far ahead, and I think Chaemiko knows it. He kind of smells blood in the water, so to speak, at this point. He's just calling those militia, and he's saying, okay, I'm just going to win this game in the next minute right now.
There's no Dispel yet. He's researching it, but it's not finished, so maybe with a lightning shield. But, oh, the tech is actually finishing in like 15 seconds, so guess that won't work either.
And I kind of hope to see these militia like building a tower. That Arcane Tower doing some pretty heavy damage to that Priest. Priest takes about 50% of his life. Nice focus by the Archmage. Priest is taking a lot of damage, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Big Breath of Fire coming out on all those footmen.
Ivory Tower is up, but no repair, so Sok takes them out rather quickly. Don't think there's enough defense repair to hold this. No, so the Ivory Tower is pretty much for nothing, but it caught the attention of this Archmage, so the damage ended on them and not on footmen, so they're all healthy. He's trying to tower again. Oh, that breath. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, nice heal scroll, actually. So he pops the regeneration scroll right after that Breath of Fire, so all of those units are regenerating slowly. Still not looking very good for Sok, but Sok is doing what he can to stay into this game, and you have to admire him for that.
Yeah, he's trying his very best, trying to overwhelm with mass footmen. But I wonder how long can he do that? Like, uh-oh. Archmage dropping down to like 300. Good thing that he has a parry up and the gauntlets. But yeah, there's no guard tower. There's only the arcane. And that's about it.
On the upside, Sok did hit tier 2, so he has 2 sanctums going up in his base. He somehow magically hit tier 2, but Sok is just taking massive losses at this point. All of these priests just keeping everything alive. I think I don't even know how many peasants are about to die.
No. It's like 20, 25 at this point. He's even going for a Mountain King, so he feels he has the time. Oh, or not. Or he just taps out and I look like an idiot again for the second time.
That's okay. Everyone loves you anyway.
True. That's, yeah, the community is very forgiving. They don't care if I'm muted or not. They don't care if I do wrong calls or not. I can do whatever I want.
I think people, for the most part, they can tell if you care about something. And if you care about something, they're going to support you. I think that's in general, just very generally speaking. And it's very obvious that you care about this game. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're all having fun. It's a video. At the end of the day, this is a video game and we're all having fun, guys.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know if Lola had so much fun in the game prior, or I especially don't know if Sock had a lot of fun in this game. But yeah, Tier 1 expansion, it oftentimes feels like the wrong call. Like if an Infi is doing it, okay, I can understand that. He's Infi. He's the god of holding and enduring sieges. But I don't know. Anyone else, it feels like the weaker choice.
Yeah, this I don't know. I'm going to be interested to see. I actually love these best of threes because it's very interesting to see how people adapt in game 2 based on how game 1 went. So it'll be very interesting to see if Sock still decides to go for a fast expansion at Tier 1, or if he says, okay, that didn't work, let me try something else.
We have a couple more subs. Thank you, Ixac, for the 7-month. Motul for the 3-month. Not gonna miss you on stream, baby. Great. Chili Con Bone with 8-month. Happy to hear that there will be a lot of Warcraft in the next days. 6-week Kurzarbeit will be pretty boring. Oh boy. Thanks for casting. Greetings from Koblenz. Shout out. And Edis for the 3-month resub. Rin in Olga. Alright, man. So, we're loading to map 2. You're in, right? Oh, you're not in.
No.
Oh, damn again.
Did the game start?
Yep.
God damn it.
They're not used to you yet.
I know. That's okay.
Sorry. We're on Echo Isles for this human mirror.
I'll provide the color commentary again. Echo Isles. So Echo Isles, I kind of actually do expect fast expansion. And one of the most interesting things to look for, because it's a little bit easier to fast expand on Echo Isles as opposed to Northern Isles, because you have access to that mercenary lab. So one of the things to look out for in the opening is, do they go for the green creep or do they go for the mercenary lab? And then if they do go for that mercenary lab, do they translate that into a fast expansion creep and then use those mercenaries to help hold at tier 2? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what these players do.
I could also see the super lamey strategy of a Blood Mage with Flame Strike and just harass your opponent's base. I haven't seen that in a long time, but it feels like today is the day for it.
I actually I love watching those lame strategies. It's so funny. It's so great. I love seeing people like try to defend and like get caught off guard, and yeah, it's really fun to see those things. I would honestly, it's hard to do lame strategies against human. It's almost like human is impervious to those kind of cheesy lame strategies. Human has a lot of answers to them. So I don't know if we'll see it this game, but there's a chance. There's a chance, especially if they go for an expansion where there's lots of battlefronts happening at the same time.
Unfortunately, we start with double Archmage again. No Blood Mage first, no Paladin first. Just the normal old man on a horse. But yeah, on this map it makes sense. It feels like these two are taking it pretty seriously. Way more serious than I thought. But it could also be an Archmage harassing with, like, if you know that your opponent is expanding, you can drop some Water Elementals into your opponent's base. That's why Sock's going for an Arcane Tower. Chaemiko cutting that corner so far. But yeah,
you know, it's not unheard of to see like an Archmage Blizzard harass.
True.
I don't think we're going to see it, but how fun would that be?
That's a lot of fun, especially with a Blood Mage second. But so far, Water Elementals, oh, the one gets the spell, so this is a little bit of additional damage on Sock's units here. But yeah, it's a standard Echo Isle game so far. It's Mercs, it's Mercenary Camp Creep, instant level 2. Oh, that Lightning Shield hurt a little. But it's of course also a lot of Shadow Priest. And I would love to see some of them being stolen, but they're both a little too late for it. Ring of Regen number 1. And Claws +9 for Chaemiko. Good start.
Yeah, those are some really nice items. Again, I'm on the 3-minute delay, of course, so
Yeah.
I'm only commenting on your commentary.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna add a little text real quick that you're the co-cast, so you don't have to answer this 500,000 times. There we go. Alright, so it's a double expansion. And this always feels so good when human have all the resources they can possibly get and might find the time to go for tier 3. I mean, we're all... I think there's a consent that Breaker Mirror is relatively boring, but once the human tech to tier 3, it's such an amazing matchup.
I was just gonna say, I agree with you 100%. Yeah, that's... You perfectly mirror my thoughts. There's that the real question when both players go for an expansion is which player feels safe enough to go tier 3 and which player does it first.
Yeah.
Because you usually do see it when you see the double expansion in Human Mirror. But the real question is like who does it first and who's able to capitalize on it.
Sok was already poking into this expansion with the Berserker, now going to the shop for staff early. Trying to poke again with the Shadow Priest, couple of footmen, level 3, obviously. Very easy to acquire on Echo. Tech has started by Sok without an expansion, so he just cleaned his gold mine and the Merc camp and is going for some heavy damage actually. Tower cancelled, Expo not up. Berserker is coming back from the south and, from the north, and there's another Water Elemental, 2 peasants dead, 3rd peasant dead, and the Berserker is just gonna say hello. So you can't really save them. There's no space to save them. Oh, that's not good. Chaemiko has double Shadow Priest now. So pretty much no Water Elemental to use because of the Dispel. But this Expo is stopped. 30 HP missing to completion. Oh, that's not good.
That sounds like a yikes.
Yeah,
is that a yikes?
That is pretty much yikes. He's even saving the Berserker. Oh, wow. Oh, that hurts so bad.
Those mercenaries in this matchup can do so much damage.
Yeah.
Hiring the Berserker and the Priest, and sometimes if you're able to steal the Berserker and the Priest from the opponent's side, you're just able to end the game because of how strong they are.
Sok's play at the moment, wonderful. He had 1 unit left in the bottom left, the Shadow Priest. He stabs onto it and tries to disrupt mining once again as he had the mana for the next Water Elemental. Oh, this was a gorgeous play. In the meantime, Tech almost finished, going for shop. Just constantly harassing, killing peasants. XP is kind of equal, but I don't see a Tech in the next 60-90 seconds for Chaemiko. But I mean, on this map, it's a little easier to hold than it was on Northern Isles, thanks to the Mercs.
Yeah, for sure. Usually, if the players end up not expanding, it usually does turn into like some kind of breaker mirror. So, unfortunately, we might end up seeing that. But the real question is, yeah, who's able to push first and who's able to push hardest?
Maybe Chaemiko can switch into Blizzard at one point and try to get rid of all the priests. Oh, okay. Next round of Mercs. 3rd Shadow Priest for Chaemiko. That's so much to spell by the Panda again. Just like we saw in game 1. One player sees, okay, I have an advantage. I completely wrecked the game plan of my opponent, so let's end this. And that's the Breath of Fire. That's an attack from the north as well. It's so hard to save units, to hide units, as Sok is sandwiching at the moment. But the power build gets the shop done. It's at least a little bit of items and sustain.
That Breath of Fire right at tier 2 just adds so much damage to your army. The AoE effect just, even, you know, to an unexperienced eye, an inexperienced eye, you might see the Breath of Fire. And level 1 Breath of Fire, just looking at it, doesn't do that much damage. But a Panda has 3 Breath of Fires. You throw 3 Breath of Fires, that is absolutely game-changing right when you hit tier 2.
But we see the difference right here. How to defend on Northern Isles without Mercs and how to defend on Echo Isles with Mercs. Without Water Elementals, with an Arcane Tower up that burns mana of the Panda. All of a sudden, this is not that powerful anymore. And Sok is forced into the tier 2 expansion. Chaemiko scouts it immediately as 1 footman is just left behind. Creep check at the shop now, though. Level 4 for Chaemiko. Panda is too hurt to engage. Chaemiko's stabilizing like crazy here. Tomov retraining early. Nice, I was waiting for this.
It's super impressive that he's stabilizing after that opening.
Yeah. And now it's an Infi style Blizzard hide behind building defense. And that buys you so much time until there's a shitload of breakers. If you attack buildings, you're constantly running into Blizzard and take way too much damage. And yeah, you have a couple more priests than your opponent has as the aggressor, but you can't out-heal the Blizzard, I feel.
Yeah, the Blizzard puts out a ton of AoE damage. It's really difficult to push into a Blizzard.
It's gonna be a cool match. Priest almost intercepted. No, he just ignores them. Tries to go into the main. Just standard double Sanctum play. Expansion almost up. Oh, he's not even using it defensively, but aggressively, trying to kill every single worker at this expansion. And Sock has to cancel, like, not cancel, but just move the workers away. What the? What a perfect counter to the tier 2 expansion. He's taking so much damage, obviously, but he's buying so much time with it as well.
Do we see a second hero from Chaemiko yet?
Nope, just level 4.3 Archmage solo. He is at tier 2. He's going Mountain King now. So, Archmage with Blizzard and Mountain King versus Water Elemental Archmage and Panda.
I feel like the longer this game goes, the more it favors the Mountain King. Because the Mountain King will end up just being able to get those bolt and hero kills or bolt unit kills. And it's very difficult to fight against like a level 3 Mountain King. Now, I know we're about 5 or 6 minutes away from that level 3 Mountain King, but it'll happen. It happens every time.
It happens every time, I feel you. And at one point, there's so many breakers that the Panda can't really reach, and there's Blizzard again. Man, this staff is also paying off. Can just disappear. 2 heal scrolls as well. Panda now level 2. He had such a jump start into this game, but then it was just nothing to do for him. And tier 3 by Chaemiko. Oh boy. Chaemiko is my dream human mirror player alongside Yumiko. They're always so entertaining. I think Chaemiko hates the breaker mirror as well. Whenever he has the chance, he goes for tier 3.
Yeah, I know, you know, I've talked to Todd a lot about this, and Todd actually feels the exact same way. He hates Breaker Mirror, but he does it anyway because it feels like the strongest strategy. And when he does go tier 3, he's like, I fucking hate tier 3. Tier 3 is so stupid. I don't know why I do it, but I do it anyway. So, but I feel like most humans kind of share that sentiment.
Yeah, it feels so bad when you like take this risk or try to take this risk, and then you get overwhelmed that like you're barely at tier 3, but all the upgrades didn't pay off. You don't have your knights, you don't have your frag shards, and then your opponent rushes you with 70 supply or whatever. You sit there. It feels so bad. Double barracks by Sock on the way to tier 3 again. So both are going tier 3. I love this game already. I'm very sorry you're not in the game again. I wonder.
That's okay.
Will they?
Between your cast and the 3-minute delay video, this is just fantastic. This is perfect. life is good. Life is good.
Life is perfect. Absolutely. So we're gonna see Paladin. We're gonna see Inner Fire, Knight transition. I love the double racks. I think that's a little underutilized by human in a lot of matchups. Like fast mass rifle, fast mass knights. This feels so strong. Of course, it's expensive and is a risk, but when it works, it's really good. So little engagement at the marketplace now. Every single bit of experience for the Mountain King is a step towards victory. We have double heal scroll. The item went to Sock. Scroll of the Beast, not too bad to have, even though there's the spell. But yeah, we're at tier 3. We get the Paladin. Exposer safe. Frag shards very early.
A player's forces are under attack.
On both sides. Yeah, pretty much the same.
Heal scrolls and fighting for shot control on this map it's massive. It's huge. It happens in these like tier 3 late games that go like 15-minute plus. Usually the person that has map control and has control of the shop ends up winning.
Oh, wait a minute. This Mountain King. Is he... Wait, no way. No way he's dying here to the... What? 18 HP. Jesus. If only he had a Mountain King now. Or a breath, but there's a level up and that saves them. And more AoE raining from above. Jeez, this game. These games in general today are pretty much delivering. But yeah, I definitely share that feel. For years, I say how important shop control is on this map. It became a meme. People laugh at me for pointing it out, but I never get tired of it. Shop control on one shop maps is just so big.
You know, it took me about 200 games playing Elf against Orc on this map to learn how important shop control was.
In the Talon days?
Yep, in the Talon days. And on this map, it was those old Talon days. I don't mean to derail from the game, so if something is happening, feel free to cut me off.
Yeah, we're about to push here, but it kind of baffling that it took you 200 games. You're kind of a slow learner, huh?
I am a slow learner. I'm an experiential learner. But,
all right, we have push going on with a lot of Blizzard and lots of AoE, and we have kind of like the Song of Fire and Ice. This is wild, man. This is just so much damage everywhere. Clap and Blizzard combo by Chaemiko. I love that. Plenty of priests in the back about to be heard. Like there's triple AoE by Chaemiko with Blizzard and Clap and Mortars. Same on the other side, but with Breath of Fire. I would love to have a damage meter right now because it goes through every roof I've ever seen in my life. This is just a danger zone. This entire thing. There's damage everywhere. And Chaemiko retreats, so go on. About your slow learning.
Oh, so yeah, so on this map, you know, the old school Talon versus Orc, that matchup was just figured out. It was just super duper meta. It was basically every game was identical for the first 10 minutes. Every single game, the creep pattern on every single map. But the thing that made the difference on Echo How was who was placed at the shop when heal scrolls became available, and if the blade or the TC was able to steal those heal scrolls from you. And it takes you a very long time to learn how to play perfectly enough for those first 10 to 12 minutes to get to that point in the game. But if you get to that point in the game, you start to realize how important those heal scrolls are and how important that shop control is.
Yeah, I love the move by Yoshishi once. He positioned the Wisp at the shop and then he staffed onto that Wisp to be faster as the Blade Master to get the scrolls in invul. That was just so genius, but I never saw it afterwards. Doesn't matter, we have another huge fight with Inner Fire everywhere, with Blizzard everywhere. Who can out-heal who? We have staffs, we have a level 3 Brewmaster this time. Clap is just insane. So is the Breath of Fire though. Man, that's a lot of knights about to die right here. But my god, the mortar connection in the back. But there's a heal scroll. Healing that up again. 77 supply versus 80. Sok is pushing forward. Lots of hurt units for Chaemiko. And the next heal scroll. Man, these two heal scrolls save his ass right now. Reinforcement once again. 1.5k gold in the bank for Chaemiko. He's storming into the back line. Just ignores the front line completely. Breakers with a couple of feedback damage. This panda is dry. Gets healed up though. This Mountain King level 3 is certainly an issue for Chaemiko. Not having that. Archmage is the ultimate carry. Oh no! The Clap Blizzard combo! Sok's reaction a little slow. The mortar teams connect as well. This is a slaughter in the back. He just dropped 15 supply and there was about to be more. Ooh, he dodged a bullet there, but everything is just wearing a crimson mask. Sok's in trouble. These fights are so crazy. You will see it in 3 minutes, obviously, but boy, this is just so nuts. Shop control by Sok now.
These tier 3 fights, human mirror, are really fun to watch, and just hearing you talk about the Clap Blizzard mortar combo, Oh my god, it's just, yeah.
What dreams are made of. Clap Blizzard
a million
combo.
damage coming out within a matter of 2 seconds.
Interesting how Sock claims shop control now. There is 2 oh wait, did he not get the heals? Oh, he got 1 heal scroll, I guess. Where's the second? Was there a second one? No, okay, so heal scroll goes to Sock this time. Knight stuck in the base. Looks like he has a little spastic. Poor fella. Will be freed now. Who's getting the level 5 Archmage sooner? Oh, Chaemiko by a long shot. So, what do you prefer? Level 3 on the active skill on the Archmage or for the Brilliance Aura?
If it's Blizzard, the active skill 100%.
Okay.
If it's Water Elemental, it kind of just depends on if the opposing army has a lot of Dispel or not. So if he already has a lot of Dispel and all of your Water Elementals are getting Dispelled immediately anyway, then you go Brilliance Aura just to support your other heroes, and you're basically a walking mana fountain.
Yeah, I love the level 3 Aura. You can do everything you ever wanted. It feels so good. Archmage. There's no disable. This is such an advantage by Chaemiko that he can just move freely on the map. He doesn't have to fear a Stormbolt. He can just staff out of everything. He can walk out of everything. We have Devotion Aura for Sock, close to level 3 Paladin as well. More upgrades. What do we have? 1-1 with 1-2 on the way. And 2-1 for Chaemiko with 2-2 on the way. But no Devotion Aura yet. This level 3 MK. I feel like this clap is gonna make a huge difference. Is he even going clap? I think he didn't decide yet. Alright. Yeah, they're both camping at the merchant, waiting for the heal scroll. Perfect timing for Chaemiko. Invis Mountain King to see Sock coming to react perfectly. This is great execution of a tier 3 Yumimura. You see the fight now?
Yes, it's ridiculous. Holy hell.
It absolutely is.
Lord.
And we're about to have another one right here. In a fire on everything on Sock. 93 supply against 95. This is gonna be so chaotic. Mountain King in the back forces the first heal scroll though. But is he in range of the Brilliance Aura? Yes, he is. Oh shit! Everything splatters to pieces. Jesus, Clap again. It feels like Clap is winning these fights. Makes it so much harder to move out of the blizzard. Thanks to being slowed all the time. And Sock is just diving with his supply. Blizzard hits everything. Oh, Paladin is about to die as well. Yeah, this Mountain King is the absolute carry. Pandem Brewmaster, level 3. Okay, it's nice AoE, but it's not nearly as good as a Mountain King. Sock is losing night after night. Oh, boy, get some kills in the back now as well. These mortars putting in the damage. Chaemiko's Archmage in trouble now. There is a TP, but he doesn't want to get out of that fight. Can go for an invul if he wants to. Archmage in trouble now as well. Is there another Stormbolt? Oh, there will be soon. This could be the end of the Paladin. Invul potion forced, but now Chaemiko is moving forward. 70 supply. Oh my god, there's so much stuff happening in no time. I don't even know how you control this. But the dust settles and Chaemiko has the huge lead in levels, in supply, and soon in income.
The fact that this game went so long after that opening is just a testament to how high level these players are. There's so many, you know, against your quote-unquote average human player, this game would have been over in 7 minutes. So for this game to end up going 20 minutes and to see this tier 3, I mean, these players are just top-notch. This is really fun to watch.
Yeah, it feels like surviving skills have increased a lot in the past 12 months or so, and players are not tapping out that quickly anymore. I mean, we still have our 1-2-0s or the infis that, you know, could fight a little harder from time to time. But in general, yeah, I definitely agree.
You know, one of when I first kind of started getting good at this game, so to speak, the one thing that I noticed that high-level players did really well is they were really, really good at not losing.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily winning, but they were so good at not losing.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy to see, you would see them just keep playing. And, from these losing, in my mind, these losing positions, but, able to come back and, this is, and we're seeing that right now. This is a lot of fun.
Seeing this one opening, if you have a certain hero level or even a combination of hero skills and items, and you have a Blade Master with like 3 claws or whatever, and you are hoping for that one crit, and then that one crit happens, and this turns the entire game on its head. That's the beauty of Warcraft. RNGesus. Yeah. Like in StarCraft, I mean, there are turnarounds as well, but everything is a little more like math and calculatable. But in Warcraft, you have this chaos factor, and that's what makes things so beautiful.
I just watched 4 priests blow up
to
frag morts.
Frag shots, okay. Man. Oh, what a beautiful ability. So I guess main gold mines are dry. 90 supply for Chaemiko against 56 of Sock. Expo still up, but the question is for how much longer. I really don't know. Blizzard cast again, but the knights... Oh my, is that a 4-unit surround with 3 knights and a peasant? That's gorgeous. I mean, the panda can tank it for quite some time. Maybe it's not the smartest thing, but it was just looked very good. Mortar's dancing, heal scroll used, but the knights are finding the connection. Blizzard ends up on the peasants. He wants experience super mega fast. Doesn't get him though. The Mountain King claps everything to pieces. Has a mana potion. Oh man, there's way more claps to come. Dancing is good. Chaemiko. Oh, knights are chasing here. But yeah, he's microing so well. I don't know. Oh no way. Panda died and he saved all 3 units with the heal scroll. Chaemiko is on fire. And the Archmage is about to die as well. Like this, there's no chance for Sock anymore. But boy, did he put on a great fight. Feels bad, man. Chaemiko advancing into the semifinals tomorrow. Whew.
Human Mirror.
What a great matchup. What a great matchup. Do we have any elves left in this tournament? Let me check the grid. I think there's a good shot for colorful. The superior race. Is it like consent that night elves are the weakest now? I think in general people say human undead are better and orc night elf are not as good. But in terms of the actual order, people have their own thoughts. We have to tune into Town Hall to see more rankings like this. Yeah. So, our bracket, we have Luna eliminating Remine. That's quite a surprise. Luna making it into the... Wait a minute. Final, semifinal, quarterfinal. We have Soin versus a lot of numbers. I have no idea who that is, but Soin is still in as well. Super BT and... I don't know. Super BT beating Fast is also quite a surprise. Focus eliminated by Colorful. Yeah, okay. So we have Colorful versus Chic, determining the opponent of Chaemiko tomorrow. Let's see if we can get a Colorful game for you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So is Chic... Okay, he is in a game. We take a very quick break, load into the game. We have to use watch, though. But that shouldn't be a problem. You can just right-click on my name and then follow. Okay. Game tracking? Is it game? Yeah, exactly. Okay. That should work. Oh, shit. I just noticed I have a meeting now. Do you want to continue casting on your stream? Then I can join the meeting. Sure, why not? Okay, it's a pretty important one, so I can't really. Yeah, I have to attend. Okay, fair enough. Let me get my stream isn't even on right. And then I'm gonna join you again once the meeting is over and we continue this.
Okay. All right.
Great.
I just turned on my stream.
Whew. All right. Go head up to Lado. It's Lado's Lounge, right?
Lado's Lounge. Yep.
Lado's Lounge.
This is going to be super. Guys, I don't even know how to like use NetEase casting. So this is going to be, you guys are used to the professionalism of Back to Warcraft. It is not going to be that level. So
it's going to be great, though. It's going to be real great. I'm going to be at Lado's Lounge in a bit as well. At 6 p.m. we have the GGG's Cup. So see you in a bit.